Hey, good evening, guys. How's it going there? Um, very excited to get on here tonight. I'm thrilled to continue to commit, and it's always an exciting feeling to be able to continue to get on here as much as possible. Know I'm kind of a little bit late tonight, but I just felt like I wanted to take my time with this one. But besides that, I am truly excited for tonight's message. And not only that, but I'm hoping everyone's ready and hopefully hoping that, hey, with that, not only within tonight, but it's a life changing, that's life changing for not only you, but also helpful to myself as well. So hold on. So we want to go ahead and type in tonight's message. So, hey, just take your time and jump it in. All right. Now, tonight's message is pretty much the understanding of the difference between old changes and new changes. Now, the difference between the two, old changes are pretty much things that you continue to be comfortable and you're familiar with. And you enjoy continue to do that on a regular day-to-day basis. And when you continue to do those things, you're always more comfortable with doing that and that you don't ever want to intend to do anything that is new. All right, thank you for joining me, my brother. Appreciate you. Now, with new changes, this is something that we all have to understand at some point. In the midst of new changes, that means you're being able to challenge yourself within the new opportunities of something that is not only something that's unfamiliar and something that you're not very similar or very understanding as to what's going on. So, first and foremost, good evening, my brother. Appreciate you for joining me once again. The difference between the two is that when you do something new, you have to understand that's just you challenging yourself into something that's not somewhat of, like I said, familiar or something that's considered to be comfortable. Whereas when you do new things, you have to accept those new challenges, those new obstacles, those new opportunities, those new chances and things that you're going after. Whereas if you only continue to see yourself doing things that are old and familiar, you will never be able to challenge yourself or be able to know what it feels like to be willing to go through something for not only for better, but doing something whereas it's of not only improvement, but to show that there is something that you have either learned or something that you're looking forward to learning. And the thing is that a lot of things that messes a lot of us all up or mess a lot of people up is that they prefer to do things that they're more comfortable and more familiar and more happier doing instead of doing something that is more challenging, something more understanding, something more helpful. The problem is also that when you don't want to do things that are new, how do you know that you're truly mastering and you're truly getting better? Or you truly are doing something. I repeat, something that you are giving yourself the ability to acknowledge that, hey, I'm doing something. Not only are you doing something, but by all means necessary, how are you completely sure that what it is you're doing is going to be considered as something new and improved versus familiar and similar? Whereas if we were always meant to do the same things every day, whereas only thing you are wanting to do is only things that you're feeling comfortable with doing, then think about it. You will not be able to understand what it means to go to that level of not only improvement but unknown. Now, to realize one thing, things that are new is pretty much something that God is allowing you to acknowledge. Whereas when you do something that's new, and when you take on those new challenges and that type of change for improvement and for better, you are pretty much accepting the fact that, hey, I'm not doing this because it's not only far as comfortable with me, but I'm uncomfortable with doing it, but I'm still willing to do whatever it takes. Whereas if you're going to do the same thing over and over again, then you're not really doing what it is that you need to do, that you need to go after. But not only that, but think of it like this. Why would you want to continue to do? Thank you so much for joining me. Sorry. But why would you want to continue to do things that you're only comfortable with doing? Because, see, that's like pretty much going in to work or going to the gym or going to do the same stuff over and over again. The only problem is you're only wanting to do it because you're more comfortable with doing that on a regular day-to-day basis. Or you're used to doing something that you're more comfortable with. Whereas, for instance, if you go to, extend your limits of weightlifting or to jump forward to doing anything in life. Now, with you doing this is something that you have to understand first and foremost. It's exciting to learn new things because it's allowing you mentally to understand, hey, I cannot keep doing the same stuff all over and over again. Let me give you guys a prime example. So, say for instance, you've done something. All right, I appreciate you for joining me, my brother. Appreciate you there, Mike. But say for instance, you're going out for a job opportunity. Now, the funny thing about this job opportunity that you're going after, it's considered to be something similar, meaning that you've done it before, but just is in a different location. And the thing is, it seems like every time you go to each job you've gone to, it's the same thing. It's familiar, it's similar, it's something you've done before, but it's just in a new location, in a new, in a different way, and in a different company. Whereas everybody in this world and within this day and time, it's always so uncomfortable doing things that you don't like, and it's totally understandable. And I say that because the one thing that we often all have a problem with is that we don't want to sometimes do things that are considered new. Sometimes we don't want to do things that are new because sometimes you got to think about it. There's some people that when they go for these new things, they're not ready to accept those new challenges. So in terms of, say for instance, you're wanting to do business. Funny thing is, you've never done business before, but you're scared and you're nervous and you're afraid to do what it takes. So, and by all means necessary, when you do something that's new, or when you do something that is unfamiliar or that you're unaware of, when you go for it, hello, all right, appreciate you for joining me there. Good evening to you there. But when you do something new, you're not truly ready for that type of commitment, and you're thinking to yourself, I don't know, how am I sure this is going to work out? But think about it. You didn't think it was going to work out the first time you made the opportunity or took the chance on doing something. Oh, as I always say, man, hey, I'm just remaining blessed and enjoying the rest of Santi Love 22. Appreciate you, man. But like I'm saying, guys, you all have to understand at some point in your life, it's always great to learn new things instead of continue to do the same stuff over and over and over and over and over again. I can tell you right here and now. From Haiti, brother. All right, Haiti. Much love from Haiti and from here in Tennessee, man. From myself, thank you. But like I was saying, you don't want to do things that you're familiar with doing because once again, you'll never know what it's like to challenge yourself. And the thing is, a lot of times it's hard to try to do something new because once again, you've never done anything like that. Because you are black. You are black. Hey, much love, man. Hey, same here, same here. But like I said, every day you have to learn and master new things because see, when you go out in life to pursue what it is that God is giving you to go after, this is the one thing you have to understand. God will challenge you to do things that to better yourself, whereas the things and the experiences that you've gone through, if it's all familiar, then that means you have not truly learned, or you're constantly either doing something that's some familiar and similar, whereas you did not master it the first time, so now you have to go somewhere else to improve and do better and to master what it is that you didn't do the last time. So the thing about life is that we're so, like I said, we're so familiar with old that we don't intend to want to do things that are new. But sometimes doing something that's new, no, it's not fun, but it's an understanding as to I have to try something new. Because if I keep doing the same thing over and over again, then I'm not really mastering myself, or I'm not improving, or I'm not doing whatever it takes. The reason why being is because, hey, I'm not trying to, for instance, do the same stuff all the time. Because see, like I said, when you do things that are familiar and that are the same, then you'll never know what you're really doing in life. Because all you're comfortable with doing is the same things that you're only comfortable with doing. Now, I'd say every day, man, that when you get up, think about it, in life, when you get up, that is you doing something new. Whereas if you were meant to repeat the same day over and over again, like for instance, I remember I'm going to, like I said, I'm always talking about movies, cartoons, and things like that. I'm often using specific things like that as life events and understatements. So for all my cartoon fanatics and all my, those that have seen Nickelodeon and all that there that grew up on it, remember the TV show Fairly Odd Parents. So in terms of that TV show, Timmy Turner wanted Christmas to be every day. So all it was Christmas 24/7, 24/7. So every day you get up, it's Christmas again. Next day, it's Christmas again. Next day, it's Christmas again. Then think about it. It was the same holiday over and over again, whereas the other holidays within that episode of Fairly Odd Parents, Easter, Valentine's Day, what is it, spring, you know what I'm saying? All these seasons and holidays begin to lose the feeling and their appearance in life because of one holiday being only represented to be enjoyed all the time. Winter, which is sometimes considered as Christmas, and but like I was saying, in the midst of that, if we were only able to enjoy one holiday for the rest of our lives, then think about it. It would get to being very boring because once again, the other holidays that are represented within the months and the year and the seasons, they wouldn't have their opportunities worth being enjoyed and celebrated because of one thing. The thing is, within the Fairly Odd Parents episode, was that he was only familiar with Christmas because he was excited of receiving gifts all the time. So then at some point when Christmas came a lot more often, those gifts started to kind of, lose their season, and they started to turn around and go forth. And then after that, think about it. He didn't have as many gifts as he did the first time when he wished for Christmas. So, in terms of him saying he wanted Christmas to be all the time, like I said, St. Patrick's Day, like I said, Valentine's Day, New Year's, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, all those considered holidays were considered to be put upon as being less important within the year, because Christmas was always considered in the TV show, or within that episode of Fairly Odd Parents. Christmas was every day, the next day, and the next day after that. So think about it. If we were all meant to only live out one day within our life, and all it was the same thing every day, over and over and over again, then we're not going forward in life. We're not going forward in life, but we're staying stuck either in the past, in the present, and we're not going forward to the future. So, I got a prime example. And I've spoken about this before. If we were only meant to stay in one realm, meaning the present or the past, then we would never know what the future would be a possibility, or even a thought of opportunity. And I say that is because, to really think about it, if all you are going to enjoy is just the past and the present, the future is no longer considered an option for you, because you're only going to be familiar with doing things that was once back then and right now. So look at it like this. It's always great to learn something new, because then, like I said, at some point you got to learn something. Because if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, it's going to get entirely boring, and you're going to eventually get fed up doing it all the time. Like, for instance, if you go to work and your job title is just to do one thing and one thing only, that when you're requested to do something that's new, you're not wanting to do it because you're not wanting to seem like as if you're getting added extra of something. Well, think about it like this. If we only was sticking with one thing to do for the rest of our lives, then the funny thing is we will only do exactly that for all eternity. But think about it. God did not just give us one gift. He didn't just give us one particular thing to do for the rest of our lives, but he gave us the options and the opportunities to, once again, learn what it takes to surpass one thing to get ready for the next thing. And then after surpassing that thing, the first one, the second one, the third one, and many more things that we've been given at birth, when giving those opportunities, you would never be able to understand, first and foremost, if you're going to do one thing for the rest of your life, this is the one thing that you're going to have to continue to do. You're going to be familiar with doing just that one thing. And if you do just that one thing, you're not really learning more things within life. You're only doing what it is, once again, that you're familiar with. Now, in terms of just doing one thing, think about it. A lot of us wouldn't even be able to know what we're capable of doing when it comes to new things, because it's the same stuff we're doing every day. And I will say I'm grateful that we all can say at some point, we've gotten to the point in our life where when we've learned one thing on a job, or we've learned one thing about ourselves, that all we're doing is trying to learn every day something new, something unexpected, something unaware. And to think about it, I've always said, if God was to tell us exactly what we were expecting, if he basically told us when it would come, then we would always expect everything to come exactly within that day, that time frame, and everything else. Now, the beauty of being able to not know what it is that not only within the opportunity or within the blessing or within anything else that God has given us to do, the beauty about not being able to know that is that it strengthens you not only mentally, but it gives you that hunger to be able to say amongst yourself, I don't know what it is, but I'm excited to learn. I'm excited to find out what it is. Not only that, but sure, think about it. If God is giving you the ability to find out, hey, I told you had something coming, but I never specifically told you when it would come. So, most importantly, your work ethic has to be not only as a committed thing, but you also have to understand and realize God gets thrilled when we continue to do things, even though He knows how badly what it is that we wanting or what we'll continue to desire so much. He wants to give it to us, but He looks at it like this: you're doing so well now. I want to give it to you, but I just got to continue to see more work. I got to continue to see more effort. I got to see more ethic. I got to see more and more of it so that when you make this leap or when I finally remove you where you are, once I take you from there and I place you right where I've been trying to put you, whether it's relationship wise or even far as business or anything else, when He places you in the midst of whatever that situation or within that person or within that moment of your life, the thing that you must continue to understand and realize that, hey, when you take that step, don't be concerned as to, oh, hey, I don't know. Are you sure, Father? Listen, He wouldn't have given you the opportunity to do it, or He wouldn't have given you the opportunity to acknowledge it if He didn't feel like once again you weren't meant to receive it. And that's all God ever wants. He wants us to not only receive everything and more, but at some point He also wants to continue to see. If you can take something now, I want to see what else you can do. I want to see what else you can be challenged on. Now, one thing's for certain is that when you do something, the beauty of it all is that you've not only done it, but you've mastered what you need to do right there at one point, so that when you take that big step, boom, you already know what you're expecting. And the beauty within it all is that I can tell you one thing. It's not only exciting, but it's a thrill. It is a thrill to go forward with it. So, I want each and every last one of you all to do everything you can where you are or what it is you're going after, so that once you've mastered that one thing, continue to keep doing it. Don't just stop that just because you've mastered that one thing. This, for once again, now this is what you have to understand. Once you've done the first thing that God's giving you the opportunity to acknowledge and accomplish, the one thing He's pretty much giving you the opportunity to realize and understand is that once you've learned within that first opportunity, you can still continue to do it. But still try to find more and more about what you're capable of. within something that you might have done, that you've done within your time, that you might look into see, okay, well, I'm good at this right here too, but you know what, let me see what else I can do. So this is what I want each and every last one of y'all to understand. Like I said, I'm getting ready to hop off. But I want you all to continue to keep going forward to understand where you are is not considered to be your permanent where you are is not permanently where you're meant to be. But you've been placed where you are now just to learn what you need to learn, so that once you've taken where you are now, once you leave there, boom, you're gonna take the step to do exactly what it is that God's been preparing you for. Or like I said, even far as being in a relationship, if you're in a relationship where you're just doing what you can at the moment, this is what you're gonna understand. He's putting you through all of what you need to go through in that relationship, or within the moments of your time. Once you've dealt with what you need to within the midst of that, you're not going to turn around and continue to be dealing with that for the rest of your life. That's the beauty of within you doing something within the midst of that time, so that once you receive something better in life, you know how to appreciate it a little more. So what? I might not have been treated well within this relationship, but I guarantee you God's going to place someone better in my life to avoid what the last person couldn't do or was not able to do for me in the midst of the relationship or anything in life. So, one thing's for certain, guys. I want you all to continue to do one thing for me. Don't always feel like for instance, what all is old will continue to be familiar. But what is new will not only improve, but it will help you in the long run, to where you're not only going to go forward with it, but you're going to continue to keep doing everything and more in life. So that once you've done what you need to do and what you have gone through in the old, when you've received something new, once you've given that opportunity, once you get that chance, I promise you, you're not going to be disappointed. You're not going to be disappointed. So, as I get off here, I wish nothing but greatness for everybody. Everyone who's tuned in within tonight's live, everyone who's listening, or anybody that was tuning in, thank you for your love and support. Because like I said, me as a motivational speaker, I'm thrilled to always take a chance at doing this regardless of the circumstances, because I'm not doing this for recognition. I'm not doing this for money. I'm not doing this for because I'm good at it. No, it was a gift that was unknown that God gave me the ability to acknowledge sooner than possible. But to also be able to say amongst myself, I'm taking a chance at something that I never suspected would have happened. But he felt like this was something far more important to me than what I was suspecting to think that basketball and acting was considered to be far more important than this. So, first and foremost, I'm thrilled to continue to keep doing this. Like I said, I've been doing this for 7 years and still striving to go international every day. Because see, with me starting this now 7 years strong, all I'm doing is committing to a hunger. Just as well as each and every last one of you all are committing to a hunger within yourself. that no matter how satisfying your hunger is, you're still hungry for more. And no matter what it is, you're not satisfied. And that's what the beauty of learning new things and going forward with something in your life is that you're not being satisfied with one thing, but you're looking to be fully satisfied, not halfway satisfied. So thank you all for your love and support. I'm going to do everything I can first thing tomorrow to get in here. So keep that ball rolling, y'all. But beyond that, hey, you all have a wonderful evening. Pray that tonight's message was encouraging, uplifting, and very helpful to you all. And not only that, but I'm just truly happy and grateful and excited to be able to continue to keep showing you all that life is full of opportunities, and our best chances within life is to not only just to go forward, but to at least be able to see, but to at least see that at some point in your life, being happy is far more better than feeling miserable and worse. So if there's anything in your life that you're willing to go out for, all right, I appreciate you for joining me at the last minute, man. Appreciate that. That life is not always just about happiness, but it's about being happy to do things that's not only worth being happy to enjoy, to be satisfied with, but there's a point in your life that you're going to want to do something that's worth it. Not just something that's far more familiar or just all because you're getting paid for it. Like, for instance, once again, as I'm getting ready to get off here, a job is something, it's a stepping stool, meaning it's a step towards the greatness that lies within you. So that once you've gone through all of what you need to within that job, that gift that's lying within you that you're going after in life, once you've received that opportunity, for one, the money is not going to be the reason. Two, you being able to travel the world and do all this and that, yes, that's exciting. But, excuse me, you're being able to say it to yourself at some point, whatever I'm going out for, there's a reason to it. And this, or whatever it may be, that no matter what it is, I'm going to see to it, I'm going to do this. And I'm not doing this for, like I said, the likes of other, but I'm doing this because God has given me the ability to realize there's something in me that not only needs to exist, but I want to be able to enjoy it while I can before I leave this earth. But as always, guys, thank you all for your love and support. Continue to keep showing love here on Instagram. And of course, also, like I say every day, I have a YouTube channel. Keep liking and subscribing my my videos. If you all are new to my of course, to my Instagram page, if you're new to this, of course, if you're a new follower of mine, I do have a YouTube channel that you can go from my page. If not from here, then you can, once again, you can look me up, which is, once again, you can go on YouTube. You can type in Derrick Gentry, Humble and Blessed, DerrickGentry. You can go on there and look me up, and I guarantee you will find my profile. And like I said, if you're new, I would like for all people who are new to my videos or anything, like I said, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, then I pray, hope you take it amongst yourself to not only just follow and listen to my messages here, but I'm continuing to do more and more every day also on my YouTube channel, or basically share these same videos here amongst YouTube, so that anybody out there that's looking forward to any type of encouragement or any type of improvement, my job is to once again motivate you all. But like I said, I'm going to put my YouTube channel name in. So, hey, for anybody who's trying to find out what my YouTube my YouTube channel is, the title of it, once you find out, hey, subscribe, like my videos, and continue to keep showing love. So, hold on.
What are you doing, you animal?
Okay, so like I said, guys, I just put my YouTube channel right here, which, like I said, is Derek Gentry, Humbled and Blessed. So if you have not once again subscribed, I recommend that you do like and subscribe my videos on YouTube. And like I said, just continue to keep showing love, and let's continue to keep watching life and everything within your time frame to grow, get better. And like I said, hey, I'm always thrilled and excited to do this. But as always, guys, remain blessed, continue doing your best, and first and foremost, and as always, continue to let God take care of the rest. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you all for everybody tuning in and everybody listening. Have a wonderful evening. Take care.